name is Courtney Williams, and I'm here in Holden Hall, where every Thursday undergraduate students from all across MSU's campus gather to receive instruction from one of the country's premier youth culture experts. Dr. Carl Taylor has spent decades traveling the country and conducting research in an attempt to comprehend and convey the challenges encountered by urban America. However, what sets him apart from most professors is his unique ability to relate with his students and provide learning experiences that exceed the four walls of the classroom.
I really like the way that the class is structured. I like how we come here and we have lectures and we bring in topics from the outside world that apply to what we're learning, and I think he really just brings the personality out in the class, and I really enjoy coming here on Thursdays. So
I never wanted to be a professor that was higher than the student. Many of the professors I had didn't interact with young people. Interacting with young people keeps you young. I'm not trying to stay young in that sense, but it keeps you young in your thinking, understanding what's going on in the world.
I'd say he's very passionate and he cares about his students, and that he listens to them, and where a lot of professors just don't take into what students are saying, and if he offends a student in any way, he'll apologize, but he's very respectful and he's very unbiased, and makes that evident to the class, and it makes it a more comfortable environment to speak and say what you want and not feel pressure not to put in your input and personal opinion.
No, he's really personable, he's really friendly. I'm really happy that I got into this class with this professor, and I've learned a lot.
I want to be able to look at my students and touch them and motivate them, go up into the stands. And I think they like the fact that we use contemporary issues or everyday life along with what's going on in the book. So it's theory and practice.
I think it's fun. You get to interact with the professor. He knows you by face, and it's kind of scary when you don't read and he calls you out, but you take that chance if you didn't read. But I love coming to this class.
Well, one thing that he does that I really like is he uses his personal life to help us better understand the stuff from the textbooks, so that works out pretty well.
I need them as much as I feel they need me. And so it's just a relationship that's real important. It's based on, there are times when we lock horns. I'm looking at them and saying, oh, you're heading for the wall because you don't realize what's out here. But a lot of times students are showing me, this is what's here now. And when you look at technology, old school, and that's what I represent, there's a lot that we don't know.
He doesn't lecture to a class, he lectures to individuals.
Just totally different than any other class I've been in, where you just go over PowerPoints or you just hear the teacher lecture. You don't really get a voice of any of the other students, so it's really different, and I enjoy that about the class.
Just an all-around great professor. He's my favorite professor I've ever had at Michigan State. So.
Having a hands-on experience makes the class more exciting, makes the class more understandable, and it also makes the students stakeholders. If you feel that you are part of something, then you want to get to class. I like to throw grades out. I want to learn for the sake of learning. That's the true way of learning. That's like Socrates and Plato and all this. When you get high on learning, then you're not competing for grades, you're competing for knowledge with yourself. Doesn't get any better than that to me.
The students enrolled in the Criminal Justice 220 course for the fall semester 2008 are just the latest group of lives impacted by Dr. Taylor, and I'm sure they won't be the last. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Courtney Williams.